Hello, Linda here from Barlates Body Blitz and Little Minnie on the sofa. We are doing a bar booty blast today. It's going to be predominantly lower body with just a short section of upper body with lower body engagement. Today you will need a chair for support or something to hold on to. Light hand weights, I'm using 1 kilo, which is around 2 pounds. Then, if you have it, 2 loops, which I'm going to combine by looping it through and looping it through. Okay, so it makes a figure 8, but it's a larger figure 8 because we'll be using it in some unique ways. If you do not have 2 loops, you can use a long Pilates band and tie a loop in one end for your foot, like I've done in many of my workouts, or perhaps just use 1 loop if you have it and modify. You can also do this whole workout without equipment or add some ankle weights. So find a way of doing it. It doesn't mean that you don't have to do the workout or that you can't do the workout. You still can, you just got to find ways of modifying. So we are going to be using 1 loop around the upper thigh and the other loop around the foot for the exercise that needs the most amount of give. So that just gives you an idea of what other equipment you may need to use. But we're going to get started without the loops, right in the center of our space, and we're just going to warm up a little bit. Today is a no timer workout, so we're just going to flow from one exercise into the next. Come into a nice wide stance, and all we're doing is a little plie and then a reach overhead. So it's a double bounce at the bottom, pulse, pulse and reach. Again, pulse, pulse and reach. So I've got my legs turned out, or my hips turned out, and I'm quite wide here so that my knees are tracking over my ankles. 2 more. Last one. Now we're just going to take out that double bounce. We're going to come down and then we're going to come up on one toe, down, come up on the other toe. So you're pushing almost into like a side lunge with the reach. Did I say we're taking out the double bounce? There I am double bouncing. It just feels natural to me. Okay, taking out the double bounce, 1 more either way. And then we're going to go for a few in the center, raising both our feet. Can you see the chicken outside the window? I hope you can see that. I'm going to zoom in. I'm not going to let them in because they poo everywhere. It's the neighbor's chickens. I'm looking after them, babysitting them while he's away with work. Oh my goodness, they're near the pond. I hope they don't decide to go for a swim. 2 more. Last one. Nice job. Okay, let's come into a curtsy lunge position. Heels together, toes apart, and we're going to reach down and then come up. So you're reaching down as you're curtsy lunging, and let's reach to the back, fingertips together, reach to the back. So we're just heating up through our glutes. So you got to keep your weight in the heels, across and down, across and down. 1 more this way. The chickens are so distracting, you probably can't see them. Now stay here and just up and down on this one side for a few, and down, 3, 2, they make the biggest mess. You have no idea. Other side, down and up. They dig up all of my little plants. They eat all my ferns. I don't know why I let them come over, but I feel sorry for them because the neighbor's garden is very barren. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now grab your light weights and we're going to just do a few upper body exercises with lower body engagement as promised. So back into that V position, soft knees. If you can, come up on your tippy toes. Okay, but if you can't balance here or you've got foot injury problems, stay down here and just stay nice and soft kneed. Or maybe you're up on 1 toe. Let's just rotate out and in. Close and open, out and in. So I'm doing a little bit of up down with my legs as I'm going out and in with my arms, but I get it if that is a little bit too wobbly for you. Out and in. Let's go for 4 and 3 and 2, and 1. Now just stay here, out and in. Now start to bring your elbows behind your waist a little and squeeze your upper back. All the way in and in. Go for 8 and 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Come into a wide plie again. I'm not going to get you to go up on your tippy toes with this one. Now I want you to have your hands in front, so they're not close by your legs, they're in front. And we're just going to start doing alternating biceps. So your arm has to be all the way extended and in front of your body, because with these light hand weights, it takes that angle to feel the stretch in the bicep. Can you feel it? So as you extend, you should feel stretch in your bicep. All the way out and in. Go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now both out, up on one toe, bend, extend, bend, extend. So this is more about the pushing away, the extension. Tiny pulse, up on the toe if you can, otherwise flat-footed. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up, shake your arms a little bit. Deep breath in, come back down, and this time hammer curls. Exactly the same thing. Alternate hammer curls, keeping your arms away from your body, and make sure you really squeeze. You've got to create intensity by flexing those muscles. With light weights, it's all up to you. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both of them are out, up on the other toe, extend and bend. Tiny bend, big extend. Keep it up. Now if your arms are getting too tired, you can do it down here. You might have heavier weights than me. So find a way of doing it. Extend, extend. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, last little bit for the upper body. Deep breath in. Come into a split stance. So you want to come into a little bit of a lunge, but hinge forward. And we're going to bring our arms up by our rib cage and just do tricep kickbacks. Tricep kickbacks. Now, I want your weight predominantly in the heel of the front leg, so that we can start picking up the back leg with a little hamstring curl. Balance challenge for you here. In and extend. In and extend with those arms. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep your arms straight. Poke that toe up to the ceiling. Straight arms lift. Lift. If this is too much, then you're here. Put your toe down. Still feeling it in the arms. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not easy. Shake it out. Now I want your palms facing the back. So they were in and now they're facing the back, and we're switching our legs up, and we're going to come bend, extend with our palms going up to the ceiling. Flat back, long neck. Weight is in the heel of the front leg, so you can pick up that back leg and start to pick up that leg. Nice hamstring again. Getting it nice and warm for the remainder of the workout. We're nearly done with all of this stuff. Extend those arms, squeeze those triceps for 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Keep the arms straight. Keep that toe pointing up to the ceiling. Maybe you're more upright, maybe your foot is down. Do it how you need to get it done. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Put your weights down. You're not going to need them anymore. Roll your shoulders. Deep breath. So that got the heart rate up because of all the compound exercises. Okay, let us move our chair. We're going to put the loop on above the knee on one leg and around the sole of the foot on the other leg. Now, it is going to move around more than likely and roll up a bit. So the key is to keep a bend in this knee so it stops it from rolling down while we work this leg. Now, instead of being directly to the side, I want you to push your leg diagonal back, a very light hold on the chair for support. Tummies are in, your hips are to the front. And from here, all we're going to do is pick up that leg, squeeze the booty, tap down for 2 and back up. Down for 2 and back up. So this leg is quite bent here for 2 and up. And if you had a long band here, you would just hold on to the other end of the band on the chair. Down for 2 and up. Down for 2 and up. Really squeeze that booty. This is not just for the underside, but because you're out on an angle, you're going to feel side booty too. Doesn't matter what you do with your arms. I've got them rested here. Down for 2 and up. 4 more. This leg's going to feel a 2. 2. Last one. Now keep the leg up and draw tiny circles. Tiny circles. The other thing I want to mention is if you're finding this position too uncomfortable, you can move your chair in front of you and hold on with both hands. That's another option. Tiny circles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse it. Reverse those circles. Around and around. Come on, that leg needs to be stick straight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe shake it out a little bit. And from here, we're just going to in. We're just going to bend and extend. In close with that heel to your butt, extend. You need to have distance between your thighs. Your leg is diagonally back. That's how you're going to be using that band. In and extend. Come on. I know I'm kind of leaning more and more, feeling it so much on this supporting side. So that's why, if you prefer, this is where you can have your chair and you can push into the same side hand, which helps you to stay straighter. I'm not going to do that because you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing very well. 4, 3, but you definitely can. 2, and 1. Last little thing on this side. Come further across, lean your hand up and bring your leg up and bend it. And we're just going to poke around to the back. Poke around to the back. So keep the leg up at approximately hip height, and then you're pushing all the way back and behind. Back and behind. If you want more of a challenge, bring that band under the knee. That's going to be even more intense. Back and behind. Back and behind. It's not easy. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that go. Now, if you are like me and your loops are different strengths, then switch it around and make sure that you use the same loop at the top. Okay, so put the same loop around the opposite knee, just above the knee, and under the foot. So we're doing exactly the same thing now on this side. So make sure that you've got width this way, so you're feeling that band stretching. Get your leg diagonal back. Everything else is aligned. Soft bend in this knee. Tummy's in. Bring your leg up. Squeeze not just the underside, but the side booty. Tap down for 2 and up. Down for 2 and up. Tap, tap, up. So really squeeze. Lengthen behind the knee. Stretch that leg long. It's a small movement. This does not have to be big. Down for 2, up. Squeeze that booty. That's what it's for. Now with this leg, try and keep the weight in the heel, but also push through the big toe. That's going to help you activate the booty on this side. Down, down, and up. And remember, chair in front and push into the same side hand to keep yourself aligned. Let's go for 4 and 3. Those chickens, they're making a mess of my garden. I don't mind if they do it where the weeds are. Now, little circles, tiny circles. Keep the legs straight. You don't have to lift high here. Leg is long, it can be down. As long as you're squeezing your booty, I don't mind how low it is. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the other way around. Circle and circle. Deep breaths, come on. Circle. Keep going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do bend, extend. Bend, extend. If you prefer to flex your foot here, you can. You're still keeping the leg diagonal back. Tummies are in. Try not to sink into that chair. Try to stay as upright as possible. Bend and then extend and lengthen. Deep breaths in. Bend and extend. I wonder if you can see them. It's right there. It's looking in the window now. I hope you can see them. I hope it's not too glary. For 4. They're so funny. 3. Yeah, it's looking at me while it's making a mess. 2. So cheeky. And 1. And now further away, lean your elbow down. Bring that leg up. Maybe, if you did it on the other side, put it under the knee and push around to the back. You're squeezing and poking the toe around to the back. Minnie opens one eye when they're close by. She's like, what are these guys doing again? She knows them though. She's fine with them. All the cats are actually fine with them. I think they're all secretly scared because they're quite large. They're bigger than Minnie. And Dumpling rampages them. She'll run at them, but she will never actually make contact. So I think she's just trying to spook them for fun. Go for 6, 5, 4, ouch, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we're going down on the mat now, so you will not need your chair anymore. And just for sake of continuity, switch to the band again, so the same side is above the knee, and we're switching legs because I'm that kind. So put it on. I find it easier to put it on while I'm standing and then come down. Now, we're going to be in an all fours position. You can either keep it above the knee like this, or if you like to kneel on it, you can kneel on it. But I kind of find it works like this. So we're going to come into all fours, push out of our shoulder blades, point the toe, and all we're doing is up and down. Up and down. Keeping the legs straight. So we're starting with our knee facing the mat. So in parallel position. Trying to, once again, squeeze the underside of the glutes. Slightly tuck your hips here. And then squeeze up against the tuck. Up. I hope you're feeling this, because this double band situation is actually a good way of getting some extra intensity. Of course, if you're extra crazy, you could just use one loop and stretch it all the way. I don't know if my loops would do that without snapping. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep your leg up, squeeze the underside of the glute and twist your hip to the front and then back in line. So hip twists to the front, knee comes to the front, back in line. If you prefer, you can do this down here and allow your chest to come to the front a little bit, because I know it's a little bit of an awkward kind of movement if you're not used to it. Twist and in line. So open to the front and parallel. Just 4 more. Deep breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Now keep it open. From here, tap, tap, and up. Tap, tap, and up. So my hip bone is not directly to the front, but it's kind of on an angle towards the front. Tap, tap, and up. Lengthen behind the knee. I don't want any bending. I don't need it to be high. I just want it to be straight. Squeeze your booty. And if you prefer to be down here for this one, you can, but it means you need to get up higher because you've got more range of motion down here. Tap, tap, and up. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, and just bend it in and extend. Bend it in and extend. So I'm kind of flexing and pointing because that's going to help me keep my band on my foot. So flex and point. Keeping the hip to the front in turnout position, flex and point. And it might ride up your other thigh a little bit. That's okay. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Now keep it in. This is the very last thing. Just push up. Whoa, got to keep my foot flexed. Up and up. Just push up. Your leg is still in turnout. Push up. Push up. Then we go to the other side. Push up. Come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch it up. So I'm switching my loop again. Of course, if you have a loop or 2 loops that are exactly the same strength, that's probably ideal. Then you don't have to do that whole switcheroony thing. And we're going into all fours position on the other side. So tummy's in, push out of your shoulder blades. Try to just look in front of you. So once you see the exercise, don't look at me anymore. Try and keep nice alignment. Just start raising that leg. Always breathing out on the exertion or on the squeeze. Squeeze. Kneecap to the mat and squeeze. Now if you have a tendency to get sore wrists, you definitely can do this whole section on your elbows, no problem. It just means you have to lift higher because of that extra range of motion. Up. Squeeze that booty, people. We don't have much more to go. We're nearly done with this workout. Go for 6. 5, all the way up. 4, stretch away long. 3, 2, 1. Now from here you turn your hip out and you bring it back in line. Turn it to the front, bring it back in line. And if you want to, you can come down on that elbow. It's front and in line. Front and in line. Keep that leg really nice and straight behind the knee. Let's go for 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Keep it turned out. Tap, tap, and up. Tap, tap, and up. Tap, tap, and squeeze. This one's more for the side booty now that we're in that turnout position. So you should feel the side of your butt cheek on fire. Tap, tap, and up. Come on, nearly done. Couple more exercises. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, last one. Stay up, and it's bend and extend. So I'm flexing and I'm pointing. I'm flexing and I'm pointing. Ouch. This is also great for the supporting side. I'm feeling a bit of a fire in there. Flex in, point out. Keep the leg as high as you can. Let's go for 4 and 3. Breathe. 2. Big stretch from Minnie. Then bring it in and push up. Push up. If you want to anchor your band a little bit more to get the most out of this very last exercise, you can do that. Mine's rolled up something chronic, but that's to be expected with these latex bands. You can't really do this same figure 8 situation with a fabric booty band, so you got to put up with the roll. If someone comes up with latex bands that don't roll up, I think they'll be a millionaire. 8, 7, 6, 5, come on, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, come back. Stretch it out. Deep breath. That was a good burn, people. Just sit your glutes to the side and back. If you had a heavy tension and an extra heavy tension band, then your butt would be on fire right now. Or if you had, like me, medium tension and heavy tension, even that, I tell you what, I still felt the burn. Cross it over, hug it in. And of course, not all loops are created equally. I got a newish set of loops and they started off so small. They were tiny compared to the last loops I had. So even the medium tension felt like heavy. So if you've got brand new loops and you bought them from somewhere in Asia or in India where, I don't know, maybe they make them smaller sizes because there's smaller people there, but they felt so tight, which I guess is a good thing. Extra work, right? Extra challenge. Deep breaths in. Just come into a straddle stretch. Even though it was predominantly a booty workout, we worked a little bit of inner thigh with all of those turnout positions at the beginning. I can hear the chickens. They're on the other side of this wall and they kick their legs and they kick all of the dirt onto the studio. And then they leave like these mounds of dirt wherever they go. I think they're trying to find some bugs or something, some worms maybe. But it's funny because I can actually hear them and Minnie keeps kind of perking up like, what's that noise? Oh my goodness, me and the chickens, we have a love-hate relationship. All the plants that are left in my garden are basically ones that are chicken-proof. They're the ones they haven't killed. So the ones that were more established. But all of my little plants, the ones that I recently planted, they did not survive because they just keep digging and then all the roots get munted. But anyway, maybe you're not interested in my chickens. I'm always telling you stories about my pets and then it's like, maybe people don't care about your chickens. Please mute me in that case. Okay, roll your shoulders. Let's just do a quick quad stretch as well because we did use our quads in that supporting side especially. Whenever you've got the band on, you are using so many more muscle groups just to hold it in place. So you think you're just working the moving side, but actually your supporting side is getting work too. So that's the beauty of that band. And that is it, people. So not quite a total body workout because we didn't really work much core, but lots of lower, a little bit of upper, and definitely a lot of booty work. Hope you enjoyed it and I will be back soon with another one. Bye for now.